Welcome to Play Branson, where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. My name is Chris Meyer, one of your hosts, and I'm here today with Haley Westrich, the co-host. Haley, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. We are to the end of the year.
I know. Crazy how fast it went by.
I know. It's crazy. But and we're not, I don't think we're going to take like a 2-month hiatus. Like, you know, a lot of shows, they'll do that. They'll go into reruns.
Right.
We're going to try and not do that.
No. We've got a lot of awesome entertainers lined up for our show for January. So absolutely.
It's going to be exciting. So we have some folks today. Tell us about that.
We've got Jordan and Jasmine Gabriel with the Doug Gabriel Show, and they've got their own group too that they formed. So super excited to have them with us.
Yep. They're some of Branson's young entertainers. Now, people think Branson just has old entertainers. Well, guess what? They are wrong. We have young entertainers in Branson as well. And so they're doing a lot of crazy cool stuff.
They are.
So anyway, right around the corner, in just a couple days, we have New Year's Eve celebrations.
Pretty big event here in Branson now.
It is. And so New Year's Eve is Sunday night. Now you might be thinking, nah, that's not a good night. But here's the deal. Most things and most people will be off on Monday and closed. And so you can make a long weekend of your stay here in Branson and do lots of things. Silver Dollar City's open with their 6.5 million Christmas lights. The Branson Gift of Lights is still open. There's a lot going on because this week after Christmas is a big travel week. And so there's a lot going on. So here's New Year's Eve shows that are coming up and happening. We have the Hughes Brothers. They have a dinner and a show. We have the Clay Goods, which is Clay Cooper and the Hay Goods. They got a huge balloon drop they're going to do there and all sorts of stuff. Pierce Arrow. And they've got a special guest.
They do. Shauna Bonds. She was with them for a while, and she's back with them for this
making a guest appearance. And then the Hamners, they got kind of a Mexican fiesta thing going. And then over at the Welk Resort, they have Bill Anderson, Janie Fricke, Mo Bandy, T.G. Shepard, and more. So lots going on still in the last couple days of 2017.
Something folks are going to want to check out.
That's right. You got any? Have you been thinking about your New Year's resolutions yet?
Not a whole lot. No. How about you?
No. You know, I should. You know, it's always most people. Their New Year's resolutions are to lose weight, to exercise more.
Yes.
You know, and you just got to be really committed if you're going to do that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
You know, so but it is a time to reflect on what you could do better.
Sure.
And so we always are looking for your feedback on what we can do better. And so we encourage you to go to facebook.com/playbranson. Message us. Let us know what you think, what entertainers you'd like to see. And so we'll be back in just a moment with Jordan and Jasmine Gabriel. So stay tuned.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to Play Branson, where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. And today I'm with Jordan and Jasmine Gabriel.
Hello. Thank you so much for having us.
It's good to have you guys here. And, you know, I like to think of you as kind of you've grown up on stage, and you guys are what I'd call almost second generation entertainers. And so talk to us a little bit about your history of entertainment in Branson and kind of how that has all worked for you guys.
Well, let's see here. My dad came in here. When was it?
He's been here for like
35 years or something like that. But he didn't have his own show. I don't know what show he came into about, but he was doing that for about 3 years. And then he started his own show. And then with us being kids, we were really young actually at the time. My brother was actually the drummer. Well, he didn't drum at that time. But, but I mean, he was still drumming and he was in the show. And then I was a baby. But growing up, skipping into this whole situation, I was actually shy as much. I didn't do much in the show at all because I was scared and nervous, didn't want to do it at all. So my brother and sister were in it more than I was. And then at one point when I got older, a little bit older, I was like, well, why are they in it more than I am? Like, I wanted to be in it. And they said, well, you didn't want to be in. They didn't want to force us at all, too. That's another thing. They didn't want to force us. We didn't want to do it. We didn't want to do it. But once we got to that point, and I said, I do want to be in it. I don't know why, but I picked comedy. Okay, for me being shy and everything, I don't know why I picked that, but they needed a comedian, so I started doing it. But after doing that, that helped me get to a point of not being nervous again and start getting into the entertainment and playing wise, because I also was a drummer. I watched my brother. I loved what he did, and I looked up to him, so I wanted to be a drummer too, so I constantly was going too. But doing comedy now, been doing that for like 15 years now or so. I've been up for Comedian of the Year like 3 or 4 times, and I won for the Branson Show Awards, Best Physical Comedian of Branson. So I won that. So that was pretty cool and interesting. But growing up doing this as kids has been cool, because we knew all the kids in the other shows, entertainment, because we went to school with them, which was pretty cool. It's interesting. We still went to public, but it was really nice, actually.
So when were you first on stage? Do you remember how old you were when that happened?
I was probably, well, 3 or 4, something like that, I would say so, but I didn't do much. But I was on my first time being on stage, like doing Christmas stuff. I was dressing up and, kids.
I've been told that I was actually on stage when I was 7 days old.
There you go.
I started.
Nothing like training young, right?
Yeah. But I started singing when I was about 2. And it's been a blessing, honestly, because getting to grow up in this entertainment business, like, with such a wonderful family. Like, my parents are so wonderful, and what better mentors, honestly. Like, my dad is just amazing, and I'm a songwriter too, and so, like, being able to watch him and learn from him has just been amazing. And
absolutely.
So when you started out on 2, did you, have you just been on stage ever since then?
Yeah, ever since 2.
Yeah.
I started with like Jesus Loves Me and You Are My Sunshine, and then I just worked my way up. And then at, I think I was 9, I want to say, my dad let me that was my very first song, called You Can Still Have Fun on a Rainy Day. That was my first song. And my brothers make fun of me for it, but
was that an original song?
Yes.
Okay, 9 years old, original song. Wow.
And then I sang that. So in the show, actually, because my dad was like, you know what, you got this, and I was like, okay, Dad.
So he typically would have a morning show, right? And so did you go to? But did you just skip school for a couple hours, or did you? Well, how does that all work?
When we were younger, we actually weren't in the show in the mornings.
Okay.
Until I was like a senior. When I was a senior, I got to actually work. The school worked out with us where I would go to 2 of my classes, and then I would leave to go do the show. And it was like a part of like a credit thing for me. So it's like almost like to learn about jobs or whatever. I don't know, it was a class. So they actually let me leave to do the show. And then I'd come back to school right after that and do, my 6th hour and 8th hour, or 7th and 8th hour class. And then that was it. So, but that was only for that time. But other than that, we weren't in it when we were younger.
Okay.
Well,
you'd have summer
weekends.
You'd have summer too, where you could do it in the summertime.
Summer and the weekends.
So you still maintain like a normal childhood.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which
is awesome.
Yeah. And so how old are you guys today now? How old?
I'm 19.
And I'm 26.
You're 26. Okay. So you've really done this a long time. Even though you're young, you have done it a long time. Let me ask you this question. Do you want to keep performing? Is it in your blood, or you're like, I want to do something else now?
Absolutely. I would say so, because I love doing, even though I'm doing comedy, I love to do that. That's my favorite, but my passion is writing music. That is my passion. I love writing music. I've been doing this, I'm also electronic DJ. I produce music for that, and I go play at all these festivals and all that stuff for my own show. And I can't tell you how much I love doing that, and seeing that all the people react to your own music and loving it, that's hits me hard. It makes me want to keep going further and further, and that's why we started this thing with JADE.
Okay.
Because I was like, man, let's connect with more people, like pop, because that's just electronic music. I'm connected with a lot of people, but with pop, you connect with everyone, radio stations, things like that. That's our goal, what we want to do.
So I've got down here, it says DJ producer and I'm not going to probably get this right, but is it Didago?
Dietigo.
Dietigo.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what is Dietigo?
It's a word I made up.
Okay.
And I don't know. It's a word. I wasn't even going to be called that, to be honest. It was a word I was always saying. Like, me and my friends, we all come up with words and just because. But
So that's kind of like your stage name. Or
yeah, my stage
what,
name,
like,
Dietigo,
okay.
is, yes.
For
and,
DJing.
And someone said, why don't you call yourself Dietigo? You always say. I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. No one's going to have that name, so I'm going to take it. So I took it.
Okay.
So it stuck. And yeah, that's what I did.
And so when you're, and I know there's a whole, there's all these different genres of music out there.
Yes.
And so what you're doing is probably not the normal for Branson, right?
No.
And so you've really kind of branched off.
Yeah. I've been trying to bring it, because me and the Haygoods actually did some stuff together with my electronic, because I started showing them stuff and my music. They liked it, and they're like, hey man, let's try to start something. And we were called the Electric Dream, and we started doing shows around here, and I was DJing, doing stuff like that, and also writing songs, and we just did that for a while. But then I kind of we all pushed away and we did our own thing. But yeah, I guess you're right about the Branson thing. It's not much of a Branson typical thing, but there's still young people here that do like that.
Well, right. And I think that's what is kind of fun and unique about it, is because we're starting to see a lot more original, unique things from younger folks in Branson as far as the entertainment scene goes. And so this is a great place to stop. We're going to be back in just a moment, talking more to Jordan and Jasmine here in just a moment about their new project, JADE. To Play Branson. We're here with Jasmine and Jordan Gabriel today. And Jasmine, you are out of high school, and so you're a singer and dancer. And are you doing stuff in the show today related to that?
Yes, I am actually. With my brothers, like I said, how we were talking about, we have a group now called JADE, and we're actually featured in our show this year as JADE. We do one of our original songs, so I'm singing that, and then other than that, it's also Christmas time right now, so we've got some cool Christmas songs that we're doing, and yeah.
So JADE, you guys kind of put out an EP. I can go to iTunes and buy this EP. and you have a video out
Yes.
as
Yep.
well. And talk to us a little bit about how all that happened and kind of what's going on now.
That's a very funny story. How we, typical brother-sister stuff, really, of how we came to be what we are now. Jordan, first of all, how it works with our band is he will write the music, and then I write the lyrics to it, and then our brother Josh, he'll like add drums and then do all the mixing, all the difficult stuff, and make it sound awesome. So anyways, he would always write music and stuff, and I wanted to write lyrics to one of his songs for like the longest time, and typical brother stuff, he would never let me, and I'm like, please, like I really want to do it, like I know I can do it. And so the song that we have now, which is called Heart Stealer, before it was Heart Stealer, he had like asked so many different people to write lyrics to it and to sing on it, but everybody was like, just, it fell through. And so I was like, Jordan, like, please just let me do it. And he was like, oh, whatever. And then once I did, he was like, oh, okay, like that's not bad. And so ever since then, like, we started doing more stuff together, and then this is where we are now.
Yep, absolutely.
So I've seen the video. It's pretty interesting. And so talk to me about how that was made. Like who was that done here locally, or did you go somewhere else to do that?
Here
Or?
locally. Yep.
Yeah.
The person that filmed it and was David Newton. I mean, he's incredible at it. I mean, he did some of Prince Ivan stuff too.
Okay.
And we saw that, we're like, we need that guy.
Yeah.
Like that guy.
Because you've got like this stuff like on
my
your
gosh,
face.
yeah.
And
She actually got really sick after
I
doing this
did.
whole thing because fans blowing on her constantly. I mean, we were going forever for 10 hours straight. This
It was
Just going to
insane.
town,
But yeah, that paint, for the record, I'm just putting this out there, that took me like 3 months to get out of my hair. I'm not even kidding. It was awful.
so you wouldn't do that again exactly like that, right?
No, no paint. No paint, please.
Yeah.
No,
So I thought it was pretty darn creative. Now I think it was a little edgy for Branson, and so
Yes.
are you guys kind of going for that edgy feel for Jade, or was it the video? And when I say edgy, not necessarily in world standards, but by Branson standards.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
totally get that. I wouldn't say we're like, we definitely have an edgy vibe, but like we're not really going for too edgy. You know what I
No,
mean? Because
absolutely.
we're definitely like, we want to be family friendly and
still, but connect with the people to other people. Like, how do I say this exactly? Boy, I got lots of words. I'm trying to figure out how to just connect with everybody, young people. Like in our lyrics, like maybe what people have gone through, like with her, like, or in our other stuff, like she talks about, certain things that she's gone through, like, and which I don't know, hopefully helps out everyone else or connects with them in a way. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I'm trying my best, but
well, you want the music to relate to a younger generation.
Yes, that's
is kind of what you're
Right,
after. And so, what is next for the band? Are you guys going to do more songs? Are you going to keep doing this, or where are you going?
Right now I'm actually in the studio trying to write our next album, but this one will be our full album. So we're going for 10 songs on this one. And so I'm going to be doing that all in this off season. I've already been starting to work on it. And then I'll obviously have to send it off to her because then she has to work on the lyrics and things. But our plan is after that, we're going to try to do some more shows. Like we're in our dad's show, and we will be again next year doing some Jade stuff, probably a new song also. Or maybe a couple of songs, I would say. But also we're going to try to work on playing like around gigs, like do gigs with Jade. And work it, and that's the plan, and another music video.
And so where did the name Jade come from?
Our oldest brother Josh, actually, he couldn't be here today, but he came up with it, and it's all the letters stand for something. The J it has two meanings behind it. The first is Jesus, because without God we would not be where we are, and the second is all of our names start with J, and then the A is his middle name, which is Alan, and then the D is Josh's middle name, which is Douglas, and then the E is mine, which is Elaine.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's meaning to it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, you guys, you have a great family legacy in this community. Starting with your grandfather, you know,
Yes,
and
yeah.
he was so passionate about this community, so influential. And then, of course, with your dad, longtime entertainer, and now you guys. I guess I'm curious about the comedy. Like, do you write all your own comedy?
Yes.
And how do you get ideas for that?
I don't know. It just kind of comes. Me and my dad are the ones that work on it together. So either I'll think of something and be like, man, this would be funny, I think we do, but then he'll come up with ideas. We like hit back and forth. And actually, the funny thing is, most of our stuff that we add on to it in the show. Like, it'll just hit us randomly, and that's what we like to do when we're in the show, is try to get each other. Like, where they're like, whoa, well, what was that? But you got to catch them off guard. And if it goes over, we'll keep it. We're like, wow, that was really good. Like, we're gonna keep that in there, like an add on, and this keeps going. And that's pretty much it. We just kind of sit down and think of stuff together. It's me and him are good together, like a good co-team about doing comedy.
So in 2018, if people want to see the Doug Gabriel show, they can. Is it still going to be at Pierce Arrow?
Yes.
Okay. And so if they go there, they then can see a little snapshot of Jade as well.
Yes,
and so, am I going to get the pop rock component of Jade at the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you're rocking it out.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
rocking it out. Yeah. It's
Awesome.
gonna be fun.
Awesome. Well, folks, man, I think there's probably, I'd love to like go back and talk more about this DJing all across the country in festivals, but we are about out of time. And so what I would encourage you to do is when you're coming to Branson this year, be sure to go to see the Doug Gabriel show and see Jade and what it is. They've got their video out there online. You can go to iTunes and you can check them out there as well. I went and did that last night. You can listen to all the songs. And be sure to go to ibranson.com to plan your entire Branson vacation. You can book Doug's show there as well as Pierce Arrow and other folks. And so this is the second generation of Branson's entertainers coming up just in the industry, and they're starting to be doing creative things, original things, and I think that is important to promote. And so that's why we're here doing it, is we're promoting creativity and originality here on Play Branson. Thanks for watching, and watch the next segment soon.
The Best Western Center Point Inn. It's Branson's top hotel in the heart of Branson's entertainment, next to the Titanic Museum. Relax in the indoor pool and hot tub. The hotel offers a variety of room types. Enjoy the free hot breakfast every day. For more information or to make reservations, call 1-877-334-1894.
This is Chris Meyer, and I'm with Play Branson, and we're on location today at the Butterfly Palace. Most of the time you guys are seeing us in the studio, but we're out, and I'm here with Brittany Smith, the general manager. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
And tell people a little bit about the Butterfly Palace. What can they expect when they come here?
Well, everything we have here is interactive. We're trying to get you up close and personal to the butterflies. We have reptiles and amphibians downstairs, very interactive and educational as well. Live music, and we even do butterfly releases daily at 10:30 and 1:30. And those are the newly emerged butterflies that have never flown before, and we release them out here for their first flight.
So you guys do that every day?
Yes.
So every day, folks, they're launching new butterflies, and maybe you can't see this on the video, but there are butterflies all over the place here. And the lady in the background is playing dulcimer music. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful setting. We're going to show you a few more things here at the Butterfly Palace, but if you've never been here before, it's kind of something you might not expect in Branson, but it's a lot of fun. We're at another part now of the Butterfly Palace. This is the Rainforest Science Center, and you'll notice Brittany has a live creature here. Pretty cool. And Brittany, just tell us a little bit about what people can experience on this part of the tour.
Yeah, so we have live reptiles and amphibians from the rainforest. Many of them are interactive, and twice a day and also several times throughout the day you can watch us feed. We even get some out like Harry to pet. He's a blue-tongued skink from northern Australia, and you get a chance to pet him. He loves attention. So very interactive and educational, and lots to see and do. So.
Who knew that this was here? And so I will touch him. I can do it. It freaked me out a little bit, but I did it. And so are there other animals besides this one that they can touch as well?
Yes, we have many lizards that you can touch. You can watch us feed our piranhas, all kinds of fun things to see. And we also have interactive kiosks. You can dissect a frog and all kinds of fun stuff.
Just another item here at the Butterfly Palace that you can participate in.
Try something different this vacation. Bring the whole family to Branson Segway. Segways are the most fun on two wheels since the bicycle. It's safe and fun. Ride at your own pace on our specially designed track. You can do it.
I don't know if I can do this, guys. I don't know.
To get your family from ho-hum to adventure, ride a Segway. Branson Segway and Adventure Center on Highway 165, just 1 block south of Titanic.
Come on, slowpokes! Ride like the wind!
Welcome back to Play Branson, where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. And we just had the Gabriel family on and working on a new album.
Yes.
And so I love to see new things happening like that in Branson.
Right.
And so we have another entertainer, another group, and in fact, Jordan mentioned the Hey Goods.
Yes.
And so the Hey Goods have a new CD out called The Lucky Ones, and I think if you go to their Facebook page, they'll actually give it to you for free digitally. Now you may have to buy it if it's a CD, but I've been listening to this thing and it is awesome.
I'll have to go listen to it.
And you know, it's not like sometimes if you listen to a CD, you feel like all the songs sound the same.
Yes.
You will not, that is not the case with this CD. And so there's a lot of different types of music on here. It could be everything from country to, I would call it country and dance combined to, I mean, they're so talented
Yes.
that they've really put a lot of different musical styles in this CD. So I'm pumped to number one, to get to listen to this, but I would encourage you to go buy this, the Hey Goods Lucky Ones, or go to their Facebook page. And I think if you sign up or whatever, you can get it for free. So check that out. Here's some other things that are going on today. You know, in Branson, Seventh Time Down is performing. One of my favorite bands, yes. Andy Mineo and the Newsboys. You know, we just interviewed Michael Tate from the Newsboys. If you haven't seen that, go check it out on our Facebook page. And he was with Duncan Phillips. And so they're in town today performing at a conference down at the convention center. And yesterday in town, we had Chris Tomlin, one of the most influential worship leaders in the country. He was here. Sadie Robertson's was here, and Holly Inn. And so, like, there's been a lot of entertainment going on.
A lot of big names coming to town.
New Song is going to be here tomorrow at a special event, which, you know, people can go buy tickets for that event for like 3 days.
Sure.
You can't just go to one show. Well, I guess you could, but then you'd be buying a ticket that would be good for all of them. So lots going on in Branson. And so I just encourage people, think about coming to Branson next year. Go to ibranson.com. You can see all the schedules in 2018. They'll start posting them there as they become available. Lots of people moving around. Yes. And so we will be giving you some of that information as that happens, as far as people moving. And then, of course, a lot of people staying the same. So last year, our first guest, this year, our first guest was Shoji Tabuchi. Right. And so he had a fire at his theater. Didn't perform this year, but he's coming back. He's coming back. That's the word on the street, and he's told me that as well. And so we look forward to seeing you in 2018 here on Play Branson.